Well, howdy. How's it going? There's a bat right next to me. Why? Because Batman, Rob Myers, is here, and he's holding this bat right next to my face.
No.
And you know what's scary? This isn't even the biggest bat we're going to talk about today. Really, how did you get it to do that on cue with the wings and the whatnot? Because it was sitting there so peacefully, and then all of a sudden it just spread its wings now.
You clapped your hands or something like that, and it just kind of startled
And
the
it
bat
freaked
a
it
little
out.
bit.
Sorry.
Yeah.
And who is this now?
All
This
right.
is Angus?
This is Angus.
What is Angus?
Angus is a fruit bat. It's actually called a golden bat. It's got a really pretty kind of golden color here.
Okay.
It's an endangered species. It's one of the only bats that live on certain islands in the middle of the Indian Ocean. And unfortunately, when people got to the islands, they were afraid of the bats. They killed them. Actually, sometimes they ate them. In Asia and Africa, they still eat them. They cut down a lot of their habitat. But you know what's so important about these big bats is that they spread seeds, and they also pollinate plants. Things like bananas, avocado, peaches, and tequila. Agave is only pollinated by bats. So we
Are you serious?
Absolutely. So margaritas would not exist without bats. This is a bat
Neither
that
would
was
Jimmy Buffett.
this is a bat that was born in captivity. This is a large bat with large eyes and a long nose. It's not blind. All bats can see. This one
It's
does.
looking like dead at me.
Yeah, and it's a fruit bat, so it's not dangerous at all unless you're a giant fruit.
So I don't have to worry about that bat attacking me.
Right.
That's great. Okay, now what are we going to talk about next here?
All right, we're going to talk about our local bats because our local
You know
bats.
your gate's still open over
Yeah,
there. I don't want him to
they're
get
all
out.
right.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
I don't want to get attacked here.
Okay.
This is how reporters and anchors end up on YouTube on blooper reels.
Yeah, but it'll define your career.
That's what I want. I want to be defined by being attacked by a bat.
They will not attack
so
you.
who is this little fella
All right,
here?
so this is our local bat, and I'm feeding him a little something to eat here.
Mm-hmm.
So he's getting a mealworm. All of our bats around here are insect eaters.
Okay.
One bat by itself will eat 2,000 to 6,000 insects a night.
Okay.
So they eat moths, beetles, gnats, flies. You want to hold them?
Nope, that's okay.
Yeah, yeah.
No,
You've got the gloves on. It's fine. So put your thumb right over
Put my
just his
thumb right-
body.
okay.
There we go.
I got him.
And
he's trying to crawl away here.
That's okay, because he wants another mealworm. So let's give him another mealworm.
Okay.
Also, all these little bats use what we call echolocation, and so they use sounds to fly around. So one thing we can do is we can actually, as a scientist, we can listen to their high frequency sounds. So when bats are flying around at night, we can't see them either. I mean,
Okay.
it's dark. So what we do is we can turn on this. Okay, that's just aliens. But if you move the bat around a little bit,
Okay.
hear the little clicking sounds?
I do hear the little
That's
clicking
actually
sound.
the bat echolocating. So what they do is
Oh.
they make sounds, it bounces off of things, and they know where things are based on the echo that comes back.
All right, I think we got to get to our final guest now
Okay,
here.
I'll put radar.
And he's not tiny, I'll tell you that much, and he's been over here gawking at me, so I'm a little afraid.
And
right
she's
now.
actually pretty happy to come out. This is the largest species in the entire world.
This is the biggest bat on the planet.
Yes.
You will not find a bat bigger than this one.
Right. Here we go.
Oh my gosh.
So her name is
wow.
Her name is Peggy. This is a Malayan
Her name
flying
is Peggy.
fox. Yep.
Hi, Peggy.
And everybody can come and see Peggy today. So we've
Yes.
actually got the second annual Wisconsin Bat Festival.
Yep, we should get to this, yes.
And the Bat Festival is something where people can get involved with, and actually all ages, because we've got this giant blow-up cave that they can play in. There's a famous
There are no bats in the
author.
cave,
No, right. There's a
double-checking
famous
here.
author of Bats at the Beach, Bats at the Library, Bats at the Ballpark, who's going to be there, Brian Lies. I'll be there with the live bats, and I have vampire bats, and I knew that you'd be nervous, so I didn't bring one with me.
Well, thank you for sparing me. I do appreciate that. No vampire bats at
Right.
least. But we got Peggy here, and you said, Peggy, this is the biggest bat on the planet. There's nothing bigger than Peggy.
Right, ever as well too. So when we see fossils too, bats are the only mammals ever to fly, and they can fly very long distances. Even in one night, some bats might fly hundreds of miles.
Wow.
This bat could fly up to 50 miles per hour in the wild. It is
Wow.
an injured bat, so at the Organization for Bat Conservation, we're at Cranbrook Institute of Science in Michigan. So we came over just for the weekend for this great event. But she lives there because she's injured. So she has a permanent injury.
Okay.
She has an injured wing, and she's 18 years old. Bats actually live a really long time. They could live up to
She's
25
18?
years,
Wow.
30 years old. And she's got a great personality. You know, it took me a while, years to learn about her, but she really, you know, she crawls right out. She likes seeing things and new things.
She's curious.
She's very curious.
Okay, Rob, well, I appreciate your time as always. Thank you so much for stopping by, and thank you for giving me these fashionable gloves as well. I do appreciate it. Where can people see you today? One more time.
Warner Park Recreation Center. So this is going to be a great location and a great event. It's from 9 to 5 today.
9 to 5, Wisconsin Bat Festival, Warner Park Community Center. Go and hang out with Batman. I'm telling you, it'll be a gas. Peggy will be there too.